The season finale of the Sex and Swords television series Game of Thrones was the most illegally downloaded programme in history. Already, hundreds of thousands of Australians have watched the episode without paying for it. Pay TV company Foxtel say the people who do it are thieves, and they want the federal government to bring in new laws to make it much more difficult to download popular programmes, video games and music without paying. Australia's main consumer group says the piracy is justified and the government has no business trying to protect Foxtel's profits. Adam Harvey reports.
This is the final episode of the latest wildly popular season of Game of Thrones. But this isn't on Foxtel. It's been illegally downloaded. Albert is what you'd call a committed fan. He and friend Liz spent Sunday at the Supernova Pop Culture Expo.
Is that meant to be a costume? We're not sure.
So what are you queuing up for, guys?
Nikolai Coster-Waldau, who plays Jaime Lannister in Game of Thrones.
Along with thousands of other fans, they've paid $70 for a special moment with the star, albeit a brief one.
Basically, you go in, and it's a really quick, it's about 7 to 10 seconds. You go in, you put your hand around, say hi, they grab a photo, you come right out.
You're fine.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was...
Oh, he's like the hottest guy I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There we go.
He looks almost a bit frightened of you two.
Yeah, I think everyone is a tad bit frightened. We're all just so scared. Straight to the pool room, as they say.
Oh god.
They may be true fans, but they refuse to pay for the series.
$150 is not money that I can spend as a student, as, you know, someone that only does have a casual job, as someone that has to pay the rent and bills.
They blame Foxtel's subscription prices and series maker HBO's decision to end cheaper options, like buying episodes from iTunes.
I can't think of any other circumstance where you would say, I think you charge too much for this product, therefore it's legitimate for me to steal it. There's a sort of moral disconnect there, which I just don't get.
Devil inside, the devil inside.
Foxtel wants new laws that would force internet companies, ISPs, to block illegal sites and send letters to offenders.
If you identify an individual or a household where there's illegal downloading going on, a notice can be sent saying, were you aware that your account is being used for illegal downloading? And then the evidence, international evidence, seems to be that in most cases, people will actually stop when they see that.
Fines or worse could follow. For the illegal downloaders, winter is coming.
I'm very concerned that the legitimate rights and interests of rights holders and content creators are being compromised.
Around 500,000 Australians will download Game of Thrones illegally, mostly by sharing episodes with other users through a process known as torrenting. And while last night's episode was the most torrented program in history, Game of Thrones is just a drop in the illegal ocean.
Music, games, anime, yeah, everything. Anything you can torrent, you just torrent it.
When's the last time you bought something?
Who leaves their house these days?
Yeah, I know.
1, 2.
People torrent for all sorts of reasons.
Okay, so I don't have Foxtel, and that's the only way I can watch it when it first comes out. Because I want to watch it when it first comes out, because I'm like a die-hard fan, so I kind of have to.
I think he's made enough money from the books, and since he's writing 2 more, I don't think he needs any more money. Get out of my face, you guy. Oh.
Internet companies do not want to be forced to turn in their own customers.
ISPs are not internet police. We don't want to be internet police. We're not good at being internet police. And if we have to change our business model because somebody else's business model is broken, there's just, it's nonsensical to think that way.
Consumer group Choice says Foxtel can only blame itself.
Foxtel has an outdated business model. It expects people to pay for a whole range of products when they may want one. So you're getting Real Housewives of every city rather than just Game of Thrones, which you want.
Internet companies say savvy users will outsmart any new rules. They can already legally bypass Foxtel by pretending they're US-based customers.
What a lot of people are doing is legally purchasing a Netflix account, for example. So ultimately a good solution is affordable content in Australia, but until that's available, we recommend it.
There are some people who will say, well, so long as there is an option to steal, I will take that option, and we don't, we wish to discourage that sort of conduct. We want to appeal to the better natures of people.
It really affects the industry because I know a lot of companies and businesses and all that can suffer a lot from online piracy.
It takes money away from the developers and the people who make the content and produce it.
Do you feel like you're stealing it?
At times, yes, I do. But I am investing in, buying the merchandise, buying the DVDs, being active as a fan. I'm not just getting it and walking away.
Friendly neighbourhood wet cleaner!
Adam Harvey reporting.